Morning, guys. David here. It's Tuesday morning, almost 8 o'clock. And after I dropped Amy off this morning, I decided to go park the car, finish the pipe, and watch a few videos here at a park that I used to come to quite often as a child. The place is called Standard Park. It's in Oildale. It's next to Standard Elementary and Middle School, which is where I attended school from the first grade on up through to junior high, 7th grade. In the park that I'm sitting at, and I'll show you a picture here. A lot of important things happened at this park when I was a kid, all the way from church picnics to kite flying contests and the Cub Scouts. Had a a 6th grade end of school party here, right over in that area. They brought us over here for a couple hours and let us play, and we even had a soda fountain. I remember that because on that particular day, I drank too many sodas, and the last soda that I drank was really high on carbonated water and low on syrup, and I remember going home after school feeling quite ill, and I had to go home and deliver newspapers because in those days newspapers were delivered in the afternoon. So I went home, try to recuperate and roll my newspapers and deliver those. But it all happened here at Standard Park. So just sitting here relaxing. This is one of the best things of retirement, is that, for the previous 12 or 13 years, I would drop Amy off and rush down to my cubicle at the Department of Human Services and spend the whole day inside with no windows, no fresh air. Well, there were windows, but they were far from my cubicle. So, I would sit there all day in my cubicle doing work, which was fine, but the ability now just to kind of drop Amy off and have some free time is really neat, and I enjoy this immensely. Smoking today some Royal Yacht in my Ferrancini pipe, which is one of my favorite pipes. I've got about 5 or 6 of these in different models. Got 5 pipes for about $100 back then. Just really nice pipes, and the kind of pipes that you can bang around. And all this happens to be a Urbano 202, made in Italy, about $20. You just couldn't beat it. So just enjoying this pipe this morning, trying to put off, I suppose, getting home and working out. And only work out for about a half an hour, but for some reason it's always a struggle to get motivated to do that, but I will, just like all the days before. And even though the muscles don't quite feel like they used to, it still feels pretty nice to work out and all that. I have a couple of other chores to do today. I need to install a light switch in one of my bathrooms. It's a humidity sensor, actually not a light switch, it's a fan switch for a humidity to lower the humidity in the back shower area when you take a shower and stuff. So do that today. And I bought a security door yesterday, a security screen door, which it's funny, I ordered it. I put a cargo holder on my car. I have a little Prius, so hauling big things is always a chore, but I put a cargo carrier on the car, and I had those straps that you use to secure things to your car. Well, I ordered the screen door for curbside pickup, so I sat there for a bit. They brought it up, and I was in the process of strapping that to my car, having some trouble with the straps. I always have trouble with those straps that you tighten down for some reason, so I sit there for about 10 or 15 minutes trying to the thing strapped up. It was almost finished, but a nice gentleman in a pickup rolled up and asked me if I needed some help. He asked me where I lived, and I said, oh, just a few miles down the road. So he offered to load the screen door in his pickup. So he went to get his truck. In the meantime, another guy with a pickup stopped by to ask if I needed some help. So I told him, well, thank you very much, but I've got a gentleman who's going to take it to my home for me. So pretty nice. I guess what happens when you're older and you're struggling with something and people see you out there sweating. So they kind of come to your rescue, which was really nice. But it's funny because I got home and told Amy about it, and I laughed and mentioned the thing about, well, all you have to do is look like a helpless older guy out there loading something on a cargo carrier on your Prius, and people come to your assistance, which was unexpected but very nice. So anyway, I'm gonna maybe install that today. And after watching a couple of videos, and I've done this before, it's probably been 30 years ago, 25 years ago that I've last installed a security door, but watched a few videos this morning. It looks a little more complicated than it used to be, so I may hire someone to do it. I don't know. Is that laziness, or the older I am, the more I guess afraid I am of messing something up. In the other houses we've had, it wasn't such a big deal because they were older homes and all that, but I don't want to mess up our nice home that we have, so I may hire someone to do that today. Let's see. I have a guy in the neighborhood who's a handyman, and I've contacted him asking how much he would charge, so he's going to get back to me today, so we'll see what he charges. If it's a lot, I'll probably do it myself, but if not, I just might let him do the job. So we'll see how that happens, how that turns out. But anyway, I guess I'll let you guys go. Just wanted to say hi, and I hope you all have a nice day, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless y'all.